And welcome back to the Market Wolf. I am the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. We are going to look on the most bullish cases for Quant today, and I want to remind you of this chart right here. We are looking at the weekly time frame, and we are going to apply Bitcoin to this because I want you to remember my previous thesis, which is currently playing out. It was an old thesis, but remember, I told you I'm also going to add XRP to this as well. All right. So Bitcoin is the pink line. Okay. XRP is the purple line. And every purple box here that I've got are the times where Bitcoin and Quant have inverted, right? So Quant is the candles, right? And there's an inversion here where Quant falls below Bitcoin by percent, and then it explodes. Quant falls below Bitcoin by percent, and then it explodes. Notice the inversion never lasts long, okay? Even this inversion didn't last very long before Quant exploded again, right? But then we had this other inversion take place, right? We had one take place here, and then actually we could add a box right here where we had the inversion take place again, and this is the longest inversion we have ever had. Now if you look at XRP, it has followed a very similar pattern, and you can see that it was also inverted with Bitcoin for quite a while, right? Right about here we see this cross with Bitcoin, and then a very long period of time, and look at what XRP has done. Look at the percent it is now above Bitcoin. That's because we've got some taking profit, and alt season is starting, and we can see XRP is one of those that is really jetted up. Now my thesis has been that Quant has to catch up to Bitcoin as well, and if it does anything like XRP, this is going to be some incredible movement. So let's look at the most probable bullish cases. I'll give you all the TA you need. Let's take a look at the other Quant chart here. Let's get rid of XRP and Bitcoin for now, and let's take a look at our chart. So just so you understand, we have come off of two symmetrical triangles here. We confirmed off this first one, and this candle's the confirmation on the weekly time frame, and we came off of this second one here with this, and then we confirmed here. So we have a confirmation on the weekly. We have not finished this week yet. We want to see where this volume ends. That'll be very interesting. We're pushing through hard on the monthly, okay? So your first cup is probably going to take you to about $154.13 as long as this bullish pattern continues, as long as the thesis continues to play out with alt season. And then your second cup, which I really believe could happen, because it's going to be at about $227.75 or close to it, because just the momentum that I'm seeing here really mirrors what we saw back here in October of 2022. So we have to pay attention, because this is probably going to be some very strong movement to the upside that continues. And then finally we get our measured moves off of these symmetrical triangles, and I've redone those for you. These are not the same as the last ones. I cleaned up the chart a little bit. And so $343.84 would be your first measured move, and the second measured move is $494.60, which would take us to all-time highs. Now before I show you the most bullish possible move, I want you to understand one thing about this chart. If you haven't been with me before, please make sure you subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Also follow me over on X, because those that have been following me for a year on X now know that I bought a little bit here, but I did anticipate, even with this going up, see, I was like, well, maybe this is it, maybe, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't buy a whole lot here. I just wanted a taste in case this really did break up, but my sentiment was that it was going to roll over, and that's what it did. And then we came down here into this area, and this is where I started to average in even more. So I'm putting up the order blocks for me on these charts. Those are not order blocks for you necessarily. It depends on what your situation is, where you've initially bought, where you want to buy. I don't tell anybody where to buy. sell or average down. I never do that. This is just me. That's what I'm doing, okay? So if it had gone lower, I would have really backed up the truck at that point. I had more dry powder waiting for that. Now, I got on as much as I wanted here, especially for the type of moves we can make in this bull run. So I'm happy with where I'm at right now. And so now it's just a matter of relaxing and watching and waiting to see what happens. Maybe we do have another order block up here where we buy in. Maybe not. We'll see. What I want to see right now in the short term is I want to see Quant get back on top of $132.72. That's 72.2, okay? And I want to see Quant hold that there. It may blow off some steam and we might see a bullish continuation pattern. We might do a little arc around here and then come back on the 2-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, and get support there right now. We're on the weekly, so we're not going to see that, but we'll take a look at it in a moment. And I want to show you the most bullish case first before we go into short-term moves, okay? So if we think about how XRP has basically moved 1,500% and Quant needs to catch up, I mean, just from if we come off of the absolute low here for Quant, approximately there, and we start to bring this up to 1,500%, that would take us to about $870 or so. And so that would be just an incredible move for Quant. And I think by that time, there could possibly be so much bullish sentiment that you might see a wick at 1,000. Just like Bitcoin is touching 100,000, you might see Quant touch 1,000 this cycle. Now remember, I don't do this bullish narrative stuff all the time. I don't constantly produce these videos. I'm not constantly telling you to buy. I'm only bullish when it's time to be bullish. And I've told you where the breakouts are before. Trios knows this, Quant knows this. I don't mess around, right? Now, is it possible on the weekly we see a little bit of a retrace down? It certainly is. And then that doesn't mean anything, because as long as we maintain certain levels, this can pick right back up and take off. So, be very careful, be very thoughtful, make sure you're tuned in here, and that you continue to watch the Market Wolf and pay attention especially to my X page. I do have a group that I want to show you very quickly. If you just go to my home page on X, you'll see here, Real Market Wolf Opinions. You just click there and ask to join the group. I give out my cases here constantly. Not only for Quant, but also for Bitcoin. I've got community spaces that I've run in here. I also leave charts with information and also short messages for you to listen to. So there's a lot of information in here in my private group that is free. You don't have to pay anything. You just join. We're building a community here. And you're going to get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff where we can come back here and talk about different things. That said, let's take a look at the 2-hour on Quant really quickly here, because I just want to see. And this is, wow, this does look like a bullish continuation pattern right now. And it's a very, very tight bullish continuation pattern. I'm actually a little surprised. Look at that. We're coming up right now trying to hold this. If we held this and we chopped, we could pull some XRP action. It's definitely possible. So we got to keep an eye on our first measured move up there to $174. That's what we're looking for. Keep it tuned here at The Real Market Wolf on X and on YouTube, and we will see you next time.